All right, I think we are on the air. So welcome everybody. This is, hello Jen, you just joined us.
Hey.
This is our Team Ignite Business Opportunity Call. And my name is Kathleen Strecker. I am a Team Ignite coach for, gosh, I've been coach for almost 7 years now. And I'm just going to be kind of your host for the call tonight. We've got 5 of my teammates on the call, including our team leader. And we're just each going to share something that we love about the coach business. This is something that is just part of our lives now, and we really can't imagine not doing it. And it's just been something that has changed our lives significantly. So we encourage you to ask questions. I don't think there is a live question capability with this, but if you type your question into the post on the Facebook page where you got the link for this, then I'll try and keep up with that as we go along and answer your questions. But otherwise, we'll get your questions answered after the call if you have more. So what I would like to do is start off with one of our coaches. I'm going to bring up my agenda here again. And the first coach I want to hear from is Candy Horton. And she's going to tell you a little bit about herself, and then she's going to talk about just some things that we do all the time as coaches. I mean, it's what this business is all about. It's called relationship marketing. And so, Candy, I'm just going to let you start and kind of just say whatever you want to say.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, something that I've just really enjoyed about coaching is just being able to connect with so many people. That's what this whole thing is about, is like Kathleen said, that it's relationship building. And when you can connect with people, that just can enrich your life in so many ways. I know that I get so wrapped up in life and my job and my family and the having to do what's going on right now in life. And often my friends get pushed to the side, and my very good friends that I love to hang out with and love to go to have dinner with and whatever, I may not see them for 2-3 weeks, maybe 2 months might pass before we really spend some meaningful time together. And I don't like that. So having this coaching business, in a way, it kind of gives me the excuse of being able to reach out to my friends more often than I might on a regular basis. But when you can connect with your friends that you may not have seen for so long, or you don't get to see very often, when you can connect with them on this health and fitness level, it's just so rewarding to be able to help them achieve their goals, similar to what you are trying to achieve for yourself, or you may have achieved, or you're in the process of going through that journey. But when you can build a relationship with these people on this subject, you get to know them. You get in a different way than you might just hanging out or going to the movies or whatever. You have to get to know their goals and their needs, and just being able to talk with them on this subject to figure out what would the best program be for them to achieve the goals that they're after. It just, when you work with them to make that just perfect match of finding the right program and the nutrition plan that will help them reach their goals, it can be so satisfying to me, and so fulfilling to know that you are helping them in their journey. And as cliche as it sounds, you're working on changing the world one person at a time. And when you help someone get to their goal, or you get a text message or an email or a phone call from them with them so excited because they finished a program or they achieved some health goal, and they're thanking you for your part in that, that is just so awesome and can be inspirational to keep for me, to keep myself going toward my goals as well. So the relationships are great, and Beachbody gives a good excuse to keep all those friends in your life.
That is so true. And what about making new friends? Like, how hard is it? I know it's a big a lot of people when they start this business, oh, hang on, I gotta plug my battery in, is, how do I find new people, or like, how scary is it to try to talk to somebody that I don't know? I mean, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, I tend to be a shy person until you get to know me, then I'm the biggest talker ever. But as far as being in a social situation or being out in society, I tend to be a shy person, and I'm not really that go after someone, just walk up to them and start talking. And that can be a little intimidating at first, if that's something that I'm going after. But I've run into people in the store, or just being out and about, and struck up a conversation, got my gumption up and struck up a conversation. It's amazing how quickly things can get around to health and fitness, and it's kind of an easy subject for people to talk to when they're eating a bag of chips. They might make some random comment about, oh, I shouldn't be eating these or something, and it can open the door to lots of conversations. So for me, being a shy person, initially it's a little scary, but yet at the same time, it's really helped me kind of come out of my shell a little bit in some of those situations, and that's always a good thing. So
Yeah, same here. I was petrified of talking to new people, but the training that we get as coaches is just awesome, because it gives you some tools that you can use to learn how to do that. And also, I mean, social media. Wow, how easy is that to find people that are, have the same kind of interests as you and that you can connect with? So yeah, lots of ways. It turns out that it's not an obstacle at all once you kind of get into it and you're willing to learn. So
yes.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Candy. That's cool. We may come back to you if we have more questions for you. So next I want to talk to Andrea. This is, if you see her on Facebook, it's Andrea Fedorenchik Krat. I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
And she's like one of the rock stars on our team, as far as just always having customers and always connecting with people and getting people started on programs. She's just amazing to watch. So I asked her to talk a little bit about just kind of what we do as coaches, as far as what are the basic building blocks of what we do. There are things called the 4 vital behaviors, and she's awesome at them. So I just want to have you kind of explain what they are and just tell them like how we do them in real life.
Okay. All right. I know I keep wanting to say the 3 vital behaviors.
Yeah, it's changed.
One, even though I'm sure we've been doing them the 4th for so long. But anyways, I'll start with the first one, the inviting one. That's so big. Invite is what we say. We invite as many as we can every day. I would say is what you're comfortable with. I guess I should more or less say to people, inviting to challenge groups, into the coaching process, but I know that sometimes comes later for newer coaches. If they're not even doing challenge groups, I say just share your story, share what you love about the products and everything like that, because people will see there, and then you can start private messaging people that have been watching your story. So I love that, because with the inviting process, I've reconnected with so many people that I haven't talked to in years, since high school and all that. So the inviting one is a big one. The second one is that I'm going to talk about is being a product of the product. How do you do that? Just drink your Seiko every day. Do a workout program. Start one from front, beginning to end. Right now I'm on day 9 of 21 Day Fix Extreme. So, and I have a challenge group going for that. So it's awesome just to, and every few days I'll put something on my Facebook page, like day something of this, feeling stronger, just to let people know I'm, it's not just in my private group. I want people to know I'm doing that, So I think that's a big one, because you can't encourage somebody to do something if you're not being a product of the product. So that's, I know, another big one. All of them are big, but the third one I'm going to talk about is personal development. Now, it's a struggle for a lot of people to do it, and it's so big. And I know I was struggling too with it. So many people skip over it, but if you talk to the top coaches, they say it's a game changer, you know. And I know a lot of people do the excuse of they, they don't have time to read, which I know most of us, it's hard when you sit down at night, but there's iTunes podcasts. I love listening to the Beachbody podcast. If I miss the wake up calls on Monday, I can go back in and scroll down, but there's so many of them on there. The Saline Show is an awesome podcast too. It makes your mindset like positive. And I think that's what we need, to go about helping others. We need to have a positive mindset. And I know it always helps and motivates me. You can listen to them while you're driving or doing laundry or cleaning house or anything. So it's nice. Kill two birds with one stone and you get your positivity in for the day. A few books. The first book I read that I absolutely loved in all aspects was the Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That was, sorry, my son just came in. Sorry.
That's okay.
Late here. He should be sleeping.
Oh, no. Do we need to come back to you? You want to do that?
What's that?
Do you want to come back to you?
No, I'm good. I'm good now.
Okay.
Go for No. The other book, Go for No. You're a Badass. Go Giver. Those have been great ones that I've read. So I'll just wrap up with the fourth one is Recognize People, which is such a great way to just celebrate somebody, whether it's a coach that's moved up or someone in your group, big or small. Hey, they lost a couple pounds, or they met their goal weight, or they've set a goal of no eating after 8. I think it's really cool to just celebrate people, big or small, and it makes you feel good. It makes them feel good and know that they can do it and to keep on moving. So those are the 4 vital behaviors. And I think they're so successful, in becoming a successful Beachbody coach.
For sure. Well, great. Yeah, thank you. That basically lays it all out there. And the very most successful coaches are doing those same 4 exact things that you're doing and I'm doing and brand new coaches should be doing. So yeah, that's what we do. So, all right. Well, cool. Thanks. Well, if you need to take care of your little guy,
sorry about that.
Well, cool. I got to say, too, the great part about always having those things as part of our daily job duties is that they spill over into the rest of our lives, too. So when we are recognizing people on our team or customers that we've had, it's a natural extension to just, give a kind word to the guy you see in line at the supermarket, or, that's holding the door for you at a store or something. Yeah, it's paying it forward all the time, and it's really cool. So kind of on that topic, I'm going to take the next coach is Jen Fryer, and she is going to talk about doing this business in real life when you've got a full-time job and you've got a big family and you've got a million things that you're doing. The big question a lot of new coaches have is, how do I fit this in? How can I possibly make time for this business when I've got so much other stuff going on? So Jen, if you are there, I'll have you take it away.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, great. Well, I had I need my phone battery is not lasting longer than a day because 90% of what I'm doing when I'm working is working from my phone. So I had to go upgrade my phone tonight. So it's in the upgrade process. So I'm on my husband's iPad for work because my 4 children have hidden my iPad. So it's always something.
Yeah.
So I have been a coach for 4 years. I started as a Beachbody coach because I gained a significant amount of weight. I gained 70 pounds with my 4th pregnancy, and realized at some point that it's really hard for a mom of 4 to get up and get 4 kids to the gym before somebody had to take a nap or something like that. So I started as a coach simply because I wanted the extra accountability and to lose the weight and be able to do it on my terms and not have to try to get everybody to the gym I mean, when you think about it, the amount of time it was taking me to pack up 4 kids and drive to the gym and get them in daycare and then get to the class and get set up or get to the treadmill and get everything set up, it's over 30 minutes. We have several 30-minute workout programs. I would be done by then, just working out in my home. So I have worked full-time or worked at least part-time out of the home in the entire 4 years that I've been a coach. And it really comes down to time management. Like I said, I do have 4 kids. They are 12, 11, 7, and 4. They all play sports. This coming spring is baseball and softball season. I will have 3 kids on 6 teams. So it's not sitting at home and relaxing and having, this extra time in the evening. So that means I need to absolutely use my time to the best of my advantage, which means making sure that I'm always inviting, always wearing shareware, always taking my Shakeology cup to baseball games with me, always being that product of the product, so that it's easier to bring those conversations up when people are like, oh, you did T25? Oh, I've heard of T25. Or, oh, I've got my 21-day fix sweatshirt on. I'll probably have my kid's baseball shirt on under the 21-day fix sweatshirt, but I always have shareware on. And then the other, like I said, the other thing is time management. You absolutely can build a business doing this with a full-time job. It just comes down to setting aside time every night when you come home. And sometimes for me, it's 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, where that's when I'm messaging people. So sometimes the people that I'm messaging aren't getting those messages till the next day, but then that's okay, because we're continuing the conversation going forward. The other thing is the vital behaviors that Andrea talked about. It's scheduling those out too. It's making sure ahead of time what you're going to be posting on Facebook. You don't get to 4 o'clock and be like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to post something on Facebook about my workout and I did that 6 hours ago and now I don't know what to post. So it's kind of knowing your schedule. I schedule my workouts on my calendar. I have a Google Calendar that I use that I can access from my phone. I schedule my workouts on my calendar so my husband knows, oh no, I can't do anything from 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning. I have to be home. Jen's working out, or and all my stuff is scheduled. So it really comes down to time management. And that's the great thing about personal development, is that there is tons of ways to improve time management skills. And that's something that you can 100% work on. So believe me, all of us are nothing, I think we're all amazing people, but all of us would be like your next door neighbor. We are all people that work, and we are all people that have kids and have families. And I mean, Kathleen's in a truck cab. So like we're all regular people doing regular things, having this amazing opportunity to not only work on ourselves in so many ways, emotionally, physically, mentally, to change our lives, but we are blessed with the opportunity to do so for others. And if you want to make this successful, there is absolutely every opportunity and tons of resources on this team to help you do it.
Cool. Absolutely. Well, yeah, thank you, Jen. And yeah, you are so right. You learn so much from doing this business that can apply to every other area of your life. I mean, the time management thing is huge for most people. Most people would probably pay a couple $1,000s to go to a course to learn the time management skills that we get for free as part of our training. So it's incomparable, I guess is the word. So yes, thank you. You are the queen of managing all of that stuff.
Haven't lost a kid yet. We're doing good.
Yeah, cool. All right. So the next coach I want to introduce you to is Philomena. And Philomena, say hi. I'm going to make sure I have your sound up.
Hi.
There you are. Okay, good. I want to make sure you're on there. So I don't know Philomena real well yet. She's in one of my challenge groups that our whole team runs together, and she's just doing amazing in there. I love seeing her post. She's always very positive, and she is a beast when it comes to just training and being dedicated and stuff. And I wanted her to just kind of talk about what Beachbody Coaching in particular has done for her life. So I'm not going to say any more about it. I'll just let you go ahead and explain like where you are now versus where you used to be and how coaching has kind of played into that.
Okay. Well, thank you. So pretty much I became a coach, or I actually started with Beachbody after I had a son. I was home with him for the first year that he was born, and my husband works nights. So I used to belong to the gym, and I couldn't really get there anymore. So I started working out with Beachbody programs, and then when I returned back to work the following year, I knew that I had to try to focus my lifestyle because I commute, and so I started doing my workouts before work. I get up every day at 4 a.m. and I do my workouts. So basically, being a coach really just helps me to stay motivated because I know that with my challenge groups, I'm setting the example, and my challengers, they look at me for motivation, and I also look at them for motivation, and like it keeps me going. A lot of people say that I'm crazy because I get up so early and I do my workout, but honestly, like it really helps me stay focused. Like before I found Beachbody and the programs, I never, would have thought that I would ever get up and work out before work, but it really does make a big difference in my life. And I love helping other people. I love hearing, like a lot of the other ladies said, like I love hearing their stories. They motivate me. I learn a lot from my challengers. And even just like doing the personal development, like that has really changed me a lot. Before I would never have thought of ever reading like any personal development books. And, I do listen. I'm in the car, at least an hour, sometimes 2 hours a day. So I do listen to a lot of, personal development in the car. I try to read at night time, and I've actually done some like personal development books with my challenge groups. Like I would suggest a book, and we would read it together, and then we would also discuss it. So it's really changed my life a lot, and it does. Being a coach does really keep me motivated. I'm thankful that I found this.
Awesome. And you either you were or you are training for a big event, right?
My race is this Sunday. Yes, my half marathon.
That's such a scary idea to me. I could never, I don't know that I would ever do that. Is this the first one you've ever done?
No, this will be my fourth.
Oh, wow. Do you think that what about Beachbody and coaching has helped you get ready for this one?
Well, I love that the programs have a schedule that you can follow. So it kind of like takes the guesswork out of what you have to do. And I'm currently right now doing the Master's Hammer and Chisel. So I feel like that's really important because, you're lifting heavy, and when you're a runner, you need to build muscle to help you with your endurance. So.
Right. So would you say that people who are athletic in other ways, I mean, even if they do other sports or other activities, they still benefit from Beachbody stuff, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, performance line is really good. I drink Shakeology every single day. So it does help you. Because just running alone isn't going to help you train for a half marathon or a marathon. You have to do, lifting and other types of programs. I know last year when I was training, I was doing max 30, and that's really good too because it's a lot of cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So the days that I wasn't running, I was doing that.
Right. Cool.
My husband did an Olympic triathlon, and he did the same race back-to-back years. And one year he was training for a half Ironman, and the second year he was not. So the first year he was, he followed the training program and did the swimming and the biking and the running. And the second year he did combat and drank Shakeology every day and got the exact same time on back-to-back years.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Wow.
That's how awesome the Beachbody programs are.
This is true. And that reminds me, I was going to go back and ask Candy. She's been sitting there nice and quiet. I know she's got herself muted, so I'll give her time to take that off. But, you talk so much about the people and getting relationships and stuff. How easy is it, Candy, to just share what you're doing with the workouts and Shakeology. I mean, is that something that can just easily come up in conversation? And what do you say to people?
Yeah, well, for me, Beachbody's been a part of my life since 2003.
Wow.
And I didn't become a coach until late 2015. So that was a long, a long time with Beachbody. And I know that probably isn't typical for a lot of people, especially watching this, but I haven't been a coach very long. But and people around me know that this has been a part of my life of just of working out and being healthy. And I've been drinking Shakeology since 2011, and just having like somebody said earlier about having that Shakeology bottle, that shareware with you wherever you go, or a T-shirt or whatever. It just naturally comes up as part of the conversation so often, because it is so much a part of my life and it's important to me. And like anything else in life that's important to you, it comes out in conversation easily. So.
And you love it, so you want to share it, just like a good restaurant or a good book or something, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's changed my life completely. I'm 65 pounds heavy or lighter than I used to be.
Wow. Cool.
And it just when you love something so much and you believe in it, it just is a natural part of your life.
Right.
And people see that, and they ask. Most of my customers are people that have just approached me, honestly.
Cool.
I'm grateful for that. So it can be just a part of your life. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, our last person I want to hear from, you'll see it may say Sue on the bottom of your screen when her face disappears, but it's not Sue. This is Julie. Sue is her assistant that she logged in under. But anyway, Julie Struther is like the founder of our team. She has been a coach longer than any of us. And she was the person I got randomly assigned to when I bought my first program. So I'm eternally thankful that little glitch in the universe happened and I got to connect with her. But she is arguably one of the most successful coaches in the entire company. She's a member of the Millionaires Club. She's a 15-star diamond, which is the highest rank you can get to, and just an amazing mentor and a leader for our team. A very low-key leader, I will say. You know, and it's just great to be able to follow her and take our cues from her. So I wanted her to wrap things up kind of by just telling about her story and how her life has changed because of this business, and her outlook for what for anybody. So Julie, why don't you go ahead and just tell us your story?
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. It's been great hearing from each one of y'all. Can you see me on this? Is it okay. But one of the coolest things about this business is just the friends that we've made and the friendships that we've made within our community. And getting to know each one of these ladies has been such an honor and blessing. And many of the people on our team have become my very closest friends. And it's just been such a blessing to go through this journey with such a incredible community of like-minded people that are all working towards the same goal of improving themselves, both physically, personally, financially, in every way. We're all supporting each other and just becoming better people. So I love that about coaching. Put aside the Millionaires Club and all of the accolades. It doesn't, that's icing on the cake. But anyways, so how I got started, it really is just a fluke of nature that I'm so grateful for. I attended a Bible study in my neighborhood, and my coach, Stephanie, I didn't even know her that well at the time, invited me to join her in this business. And at the time, I was very reluctant, super skeptical, had never done anything like this before. And, when I worked in civil engineering, so very, conservative career paths. Absolutely, this was outside of my comfort zone, was something that I wanted to stay away from. And eventually I just told her I would join her as long as she would promise me she would never tell anybody, because I was embarrassed to be involved in this type of industry. Thankfully, I woke up one day out of my, just being consumed with what others thought of me, which was so stupid. I wish I would have gotten over it sooner. But it took me a good like year and a half of watching other coaches succeed in the business, and not only financially, but I saw Stephanie just loving her life because she was helping all these people and feeling super rewarded and just fulfilled by doing that. And so I eventually decided to jump on board and see what I could do with it, because I was using the products and it was kind of silly for me. People were asking me what I was doing, and for a while I didn't even tell anybody. But eventually I got on board, started working this business, and it has turned out to be just absolutely one of the greatest blessings of my life. It has changed everything. And, you know, it, like I said, it was super outside of the comfort zone for me, super outside of the box, but I'm so glad that I said yes and took a risk and did something a little different in order to get something different. Isn't that what they say? If you want something different, you have to do something different. So that's what I did, and now, you know, I live a life of, you know, my dreams. I can't even believe it, that I'm financially free, and I have this amazing team of 12,000 people now, all working this together, and get to do work that's fulfilling and meaningful and make a difference in other people's lives. I have, you know, customers from in every state. It's just super fun to, anywhere I travel, I can pick up the phone and invite someone to come meet me for breakfast. It's awesome. I have a drawer full of thank you notes from customers throughout the years who I've had, you know, the pleasure and to been a part of their journey. And then the coaching network has been amazing too. So I guess I just want to encourage you guys, you know, to look at this with open eyes, open ears. I understand that a lot of people are skeptical of this type of thing. I was the biggest skeptic, and you know, you just have to be open a little bit and be willing to take a risk, because I just saw some statistics that 80% of all women that earn a six-figure plus income are in this industry right here, and there are more millionaires created with this type of business than any other. So it really is a great opportunity for anyone who is willing to live a little bit outside of the comfort zone and do something a little bit different. Because if it was, you know, it's not easy for everyone to do this kind of work, or else everybody would be millionaires in this, and everybody would be doing it, because it's amazing to be able to work from home and not have to ask off when your kid's homesick, or if you want to go on a class field trip, or take your laptop and work from Lake Tahoe during spring break. You know, that kind of freedom doesn't come in corporate America. It wouldn't have come in my civil engineering job. So I'm very thankful for that. So it is those people that are willing to take the risk and to put in consistent effort. It, you know, it didn't happen overnight, and it's not a get rich quick type of business. It does take time, consistency, and effort. But for those that are willing to put the work in, the opportunity is there to build an incredible life, an incredible income, and get yourself in the best shape of your life at the same time, and help a whole lot of people. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for learning a little bit more about our team. And Kathleen, thank you for organizing this.
Oh, my pleasure. I want to thank all of you guys, and those of you who are watching too. I don't want to take any more of your time tonight, but please share this around if you have friends or other people you think would be interested. Really great people to show this kind of thing to is spouses who may be a little skeptical of what you're thinking about getting into. So let them know that we are real people and we really do this. And I'm coming to you from the inside of my the cab of my semi. My husband and I drive a truck around the country. I don't drive. He drives and I work. And so I would not be able to do this if it wasn't for my Beachbody business. I mean, there's no way. So it can change your life in a million different ways, and they're pretty much all positive. So I hope that you will be joining us. Hope to see you on our team page soon. And thank you for taking the time out to watch. And yeah, Have a great night. Thank you, ladies. I will say that we do have actually men on our team. I just didn't have any on the call tonight, but we do have some. So don't feel alone, guys. Okay, I will be back next month and we'll do this again. And I will see you guys all on the team pages. All right, bye-bye.